Alright, so this is my third video about CVS. And basically this video is just going to be uh, more information, symptoms, treatment options, things like that. I have some note cards that I'm going to show up as I talk. So if you have any other questions, like I said, you can always ask questions in the comments and I'll reply to them. And I believe I also have my email or something in the link below too. So here we go. So basically, CVS is cyclic vomiting syndrome. So far there is no cure, and it's basically known as a medical mystery. Not much research has been done on it, and they don't really know why people have it. Um, it can begin at any age. The episodes can be unpredictable. You never really know when it's gonna happen. But sometimes you kind of have a feeling that today is not gonna be your day. Uh, it's also often referred to as abdominal migraines. A lot of people start out by getting migraines first and then developing CVS, which they characterize as abdominal migraines. So, the symptoms of CVS, cyclic vomiting syndrome, it's basically relentless nausea, just constant nausea. I've gone days where it's just been nausea 24/7 all day long, and there's nothing I can do about it. No amount of medication for nausea has helped. And that's when we have the constant vomiting. Sometimes it can last for hours. Uh, some people are known to vomit every 15 to 30 minutes for hours and even days. And along with those symptoms comes abdominal pain, uh, pain in your throat from just vomiting so much, and then just having an excessive thirst since there's literally nothing in your system. Uh, Also, because of the amount of vomiting, there's certain risks that come with it, including, there's a possibility that you can tear your esophagus, uh, irritation of the intestines. Sometimes they can become inflamed, bleeding can happen, and dehydration is one of the number one symptoms that CVS patients deal with because they just can't keep anything down. And that's usually when the person becomes so weak that doctors characterized it as a conscious coma, if you will. I mean, when you're so dehydrated, you have nothing in your body, and you're just kind of weak, and you can barely walk, and it's not a good feeling. Um, and another possibility and risk that comes with CVS is asphyxiation. I know a lot of people that I've talked to that have CVS have had episodes where they've woken up to vomiting in their sleep and choking on the vomit and almost dying. And that's scary and definitely a possibility. Uh, the triggers. There's a lot of different triggers. It's kind of different for everyone. Anxiety is one of them. Certain types of foods, uh, our emotions, um, when we get sick, like colds and flus, and just like certain infections can cause an episode. but they can also just be random and happen at any time. And as well as intense excitement, if we get too excited about certain things, it can cause an episode, which is kind of bizarre. I've had birthday parties, my birthday parties, that I've had to leave early from just because I got sick because I'm just excited. How crazy is that? Uh, Treatment options. Basically, the only thing that they really do when I go to the ER is they give me IV bags, fluids, nausea medication, and pain meds. Uh, Basically, they just get me rehydrated and get me good enough to go back home because otherwise there's nothing really much they can do. Um, so yeah. Long-term effects. So the long-term effects of CVS include, like I said earlier, the tearing of the esophagus can happen, which can cause bleeding, and ultimately can result in having to have surgery. Uh, the irritation of the stomach lining, and after a while, uh, some people experience it for years, and it just starts to put a lot of stress on the rest of the organs in the body. So it can start to affect the liver, the pancreas, and everything just isn't isn't working good. So, final thing, how to live with CVS and cope with CVS. And I have no more note cards on that note. So that's why I left it on a question mark. The only thing I can really say is that you have to just live it day by day and do what works for you. Uh, Otherwise, until some miracle happens and there's a cure or something, then we're just stuck. But I believe we'll get there, and I am optimistic about the future. So, that's it. Like I said earlier, let me know if you have any questions or comments. If I missed anything, let me know. I can make another video and answer some of those questions. But other than that, I think that's it. You all have a great evening.